Hello, hello.
All right,
Full
let's go.
Slice Podcast.
Hey.
All right, we got a guest.
Hello.
Let's
Dude,
get it out of the way.
2024 already.
We did it.
We did it.
Oh
did it.
my
Now you-
God.
now
you did it.
We did it.
Wow.
We did it.
All
All
right.
over the.
BRB.
Oh wait, I got napkins. I don't know
right.
whose these are.
Doesn't matter.
There you
I
mine
planned
now.
that.
I did it, guys. Is this a precursor to how the year is gonna go?
Did we
I'm
record?
bummed.
Is this recording?
This is recording.
Yeah, the cameras are recording.
Oh, yeah, they've been recording.
Oh
For
shit!
like 10 minutes.
Oh, what a great
Guys,
start.
we did it. Ka-dunk. Good
Good
symbolism.
start. I'm so sorry.
The best part is the opening could be the cold opening.
This is Full Size Podcast with Paul,
I really wish I could get another pandemic.
Kyle,
Suck on it until the magic happens.
Phil,
Jesus was from New Jersey.
and me, Tyler.
I would love to know what the f is playing right now.
Okay.
Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
All right, I'm in. Me too.
Let's do this!
So we'll let Tyler wipe that up real quick. We're introducing our guest here. We got Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You've heard mention of Peter with his YouTube channel that him and PJ are working on together. So we'll get a little insight from a YouTube content creator.
Well, it's interesting because like when you brought it up, the theme for it, I'm like, holy shit! I spent a lot of my childhood. I had rabbit ears when I was a kid. So when like Saturday mornings after Saturday morning cartoons, I used to watch whatever the show was where they just would put like all off-road vehicles and stuff like that together. There was like a TV show. I forget, maybe it was called Off-Road or
There was
something like that.
Extreme 4x4.
Extreme
trucks.
4x4.
Yeah, I would watch the shit
The
out of
Power
that.
Block
Oh,
on
yeah.
Spike TV. I
Yeah.
watched it every week.
Power Block.
I'd watch the rerun on Saturday, and then I'd watch the new one on Sunday. I was
Yeah.
obsessed with it.
But when he started talking about that, it like brought me all back to that stuff. So it's just like so fascinating to see, like, yeah, full circle.
And what's also awesome is he's also a photographer,
Oh, nice.
right? So
Very amateur photographer.
regardless, he takes great photos, and he goes on these trips out to Johnson Valley for King of the Hammers and stuff.
Nice.
And all the other guys in the crew that when we go out to like the mountains of PA and stuff like that and go bombing through, he'll take photos and stuff. Except now he's got his own off-road rig.
Yeah, so the thing always was I didn't have something to drive when we got there, so I had a truck and a trailer, so I'd drag someone else out there. They'd cover my fuel money, and if you guys are going to let me ride with you for the weekend and have fun and, just watch everyone else break their trucks banging on rocks and stuff, the least I can do is take pictures of it. So I
There
just
you go,
tried to
that's
take
good.
good pictures, and that way, we got good memories of it, and we can always just go back and go through an album and go, oh, there's that picture of when someone ran out of fuel in the middle of a lake in Roush Creek, and someone had to walk a winch line across.
Yeah, that's
I also
cool.
feel like taking photography a lot. Like it's just like, can I please have something to take a picture? Like I need something to
there's
take pictures
a lot
of.
of motion in that in that sport.
Yeah.
Well, rock crawling, it's not as much motion as you'd think.
Well, what I'm saying- so like,
Because let me tell you,
gotta
editing rock crawling videos, it's tedious.
Yeah, fast motion's like 25 miles an hour.
Not even.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
But
takes
like those-
15 minutes to go over one rock.
you get
The thing about
you get
it
a
is-
shot of you get a shot of a tire at 120 frames per second shooting through mud. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's a rooster
The thing is, anymore, we avoid mud. We're just, where's the dry rocks?
Yeah.
We don't want to
When you
clean
said
mud off
Roush,
anymore.
Whatever.
Roush, there's
Yeah.
a lot of coal mud at Roush. But,
Coal mud.
yeah, when we go out to Johnson Valley, we
Jelly Roll album.
I think our top speed that we got at Johnson Valley going across one of the dry lake beds, we got up to like 70 or 80 miles an hour.
Jesus.
That's
And I was like
faster,
hanging
yeah.
out the window of Tom's truck trying to get a shot of someone else passing us.
Jesus Christ.
But the thing of it is we got 4 or 5 trucks in a group. The drivers are never on the same page. We're all following the same trail, but like it's like herding cats.
yeah.
Trying to like, okay, guys, like
Herding cats.
I need you guys to do these things one at a time so I can actually get the pictures.
Right.
And meanwhile, like I'm getting something cool happening over here, and someone else is yelling, "Hey, he just did something cool over here!" I'm like, okay, that's 100 yards away. Give
I
me
missed
a minute.
it, yeah.
I'll get there. You guys are running around in trucks, and I'm on foot, just trying to run around and get all this stuff.
All right.
But
One of those one wheels.
Well,
not anymore, man.
Rock crawling on a Segway.
you need a side by side out there.
Iron Man suit?
Side by side wouldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Cord tried it this year, and a couple times we just had to leave it at the trailhead and
Yeah.
come back a few hours later and
And
pick
hope
it
it's
up.
there.
What's a side by side?
It's like a
Like a golf cart
Polaris
quad.
Razor.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Oh,
like a golf cart, like an off-roading golf cart.
Gotcha.
Yeah, golf
Much
cart quad.
faster.
Enclosed quad.
Gotcha. Yeah, right. Yeah, gotcha.
you'd be fine
If a
if you
quad and a golf cart had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, welcome. Thanks for sitting in on an
Yeah.
episode with us.
Yeah.
At
Happy
your
to be
house.
here.
Thank you for joining us at your
And hosting us.
Phil. Sorry, buddy.
Kyle's got something really exciting to share with everybody.
I have bottles 000, the first run of bottles. I'm officially announcing right now. I have not put anything out. I have started my own hot sauce brand. I have.
Oh,
What's it called?
It is called Word of Mouth Hot Sauce Company.
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason it's called that is because I used to make hot sauces and jams, and they would go to friends and family and people I
You ain't
knew.
skimping. I can see
Only,
the ingredients in here.
only by word of mouth could you get it. So if you notice, there is no Instagram for word of mouth. You have to go through me to get it. It's going to be in a couple grocery stores. We're still figuring out the quantities and costs.
This shit lasts long.
Yeah.
I like the way this label
Yeah.
goes around the bottle.
See
like
how
that.
the
Yeah.
slogan's on the side of the bottle?
Yeah.
We made that purposely. That
Are we
needs to be.
shouting out a specific company for?
Yeah, standout stickers
for
came
the
through.
Yeah.
Standout stickers.
Standout.
they did the
label
labeling.
says
Yeah.
designed by Standout Stickers. You know why? Because those people.
They've been
I
with you
sent
for-
them a drawing on a piece of paper of a mouth. I wanted the mouth to have a colored tongue that would change depending on what sauce it is. They came up with this reverse fang-looking mouth, this cartoon mouth. The font of the word of mouth they came up with, and we played around with so many things back and forth. Those labels are fade proof. They are water resistant. They are condensation resistant because there's so many hot sauces.
Quality through and through, motherfucker.
Well, that's part of it. If you're with people that are kind of on the fence about hot sauce and the label rots off in the cooler over the weekend, you're going to fuck your dude's day up and give him something you don't know what the label's on. Part of the marketing of this, I'm going to pull it out of a completely soaked cooler, like ice, and it's standout stickers quality of all the stickers we have on you have it on your fucking koozie there for your beer thing.
I do.
It goes through the dishwasher.
Where's the camera?
I have one too.
Yeah.
It's heavy
Yeah.
duty. It feels like the motorcycle graphics I
It-
used to put on my dirt bike.
It's
They-
for
they-
cars.
They go. This goes through the dishwasher too.
I asked them, I said, if you guys can help me through the process of this, I will put standout stickers designed. I will give you guys full artistic credit on the bottles. And they're like, we are totally on board.
So what are the
So
flavors here?
we're launching the line with.
Yeah, let's get to the sauce.
I wanted
yeah,
to do.
let's talk about the sauce.
I worked with a maker in Texas
Under
with
the
these
sauce.
bottles. They kind of did each of these sauces are exactly how I want them to be. There's a habanero classic amplified wing sauce base, which is the red one. I wanted sauces that you can cook with. You could dump that on stuff and be fine with it, but you could also use it for a base for things. You could use it for cooking, marinades, and you could use it to make a base for wing sauce, add butter, cornstarch, whatever. But also there's a chipotle sauce there. I think there's a kind of a gap in the hot sauce world for sauces that could go better with Mexican food than just a traditional cayenne hot sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for wings.
So but that has a sweet element to it too. There's some fun ingredients in the chipotle, and I also wanted to kind of get into the world of a spicier mustard, almost like a condiment being what a condiment should be. Mustard goes on a hot dog. That's the condiment made for a hot dog.
Not even that, man. You got a mojo marinated base right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
pork. You want a Cubano? There's
Oh
your
my
base.
God.
Exactly.
Marinate that fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A condiment that could be amplified as a base or a finishing sauce. I just want sauces that people can cook with. And there is no Instagram for word of mouth. You have to get it through me, hence the name of the company.
So, important question here.
Sure.
When do we get cut?
No. Will word of mouth be at any events?
Yes.
Okay.
Not saying what ones yet
I know.
for specific reasons.
How many
understand.
fucking tables are we gonna have?
I know.
We got our podcast one. We got a cast iron
lot.
one.
But
I know.
I'll say this. I went to
Cast iron might have to.
I went to a local
Shrink the
grocery
mega
store.
table.
I won't say the name of the grocery store, but I went to a local grocery store and I said, look, I want to start a hot sauce brand. And I have the bottles made. I have 3 sauces designed. I got the labels designed. Everything's through the FDA. All of this is done legal schmiegel. Getting the labels printed. I got to figure out how to put the labels on there perfectly straight. We got a tool for that now. Can I bring my sauce to your grocery store? The guy's like, we got a lot of different hot sauces. Let me take you down the aisle and show you what we have now. Takes me down the aisle. One of the first. Well, a lot of your standard grocery store
Okay.
ones. But he's got karma sauce there.
No way.
I was like, okay, here's what I said. I'll propose this to you. Message Karma Sauce and tell them that Cast Iron Kyle wants to put a hot sauce in the store next to their sauce and promote the fact that his sauce is here. What do you think they'll say? Absolutely. So the mustard is probably going to be in the 12 range, which is cheaper because it's a bigger bottle of sauce than the other ones.
Right.
And the 5-ounce woozies we're going to do around $9.99. I'd like that to be the price point. I don't want it to be an expensive
nice.
sauce. I got it.
What's your MOQ for stores?
I don't want to be in a ton of different stores. I kind of want it to be local. I want it to be word of mouth. I want it to be like, hey, you can get it at the grocery store down the street from me.
Have you also thought about things like bagel shops and stuff? Because
100%.
There's a bagel shop down here that they sell butches,
Yes.
and I'm like, cool.
That's fine. I have a couple breweries that are on board with.
So we got to
with
take
putting it
down
up.
Butch's, right? Is that what?
No, Butch is cool. No.
No.
Just
That dude was funny.
That's the
at-
other
I'm
thing.
getting real
too.
tribal up in this.
I had
motherfucker.
to sit down and talk to a few people that were in. It's like how the mob works. There's a chain
What?
of command. I wanted to make sure they know, hey, I'm not coming in here to trample you. I'm coming in to enhance this demographic, like this whole microcosm of sauces. It's just going to bring more people to
Well,
it. I'm
you
hoping.
left the nitrous mafia like years ago. I remember that. No,
got high up in the
in all honesty, like before Boston, I had no concept of how small businesses interact with one another.
Yeah.
And
unbelievable.
I thought it was going to be more cutthroat, like fuck
Nope.
you, like
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
No.
We
And it
bumped
was-
with two sauce companies that sold next to each other
Yep.
at the show.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
part
no,
of why.
It was actually kind of nice to see like everyone just mingling.
It's community.
It's an actual
saying, like,
community.
hey, I use this bottler. I use this glass supplier.
Remember at Philly when that unfortunate event happened in the last
just
day?
about, yeah.
Like
They
that
all
was-
came together.
Everybody came together to help them get on the road
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
Really bad event happened, and it
Oh
was just
my
like
God,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. 6 different companies were just consoling the one individual.
Up and out.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the community, because everybody who's behind their sauces and stuff, everybody's got a different palate. If you have 25 different sauce companies, not all of them taste the same. No. They can all make a garlic cayenne, but they're all different. You know,
it's balanced. There's different.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why it's like Ron with Hell's Kitchen.
Right.
All his sauces are phenomenal.
Yeah.
He comes from that specific background, but at the same time, you have White House Station sauces that are still phenomenal sauces and totally different.
Yep. Speaking of Ron, one of the dudes I
yeah.
went to and said, hey, listen, I'm thinking about doing this. I just want you guys to know I don't want to do this without talking to you guys. And I don't want your blessing, but I'm just letting you know I'm thinking about, getting into this.
Yeah.
Ron was like, yeah, it's cool. It's a great community. And there he is selling other people's hot sauces at the at Saucetoberfest. He was selling for Hellfire because I guess he had a store. Like, there's a long story, but there he is selling someone else's hot sauce because they helped him. And you would have thought like I'm thinking, Chevy's going to go talk to Ford here and be like, hey, but it's not that big.
Yeah.
But I think my part in the hot sauce world is obviously like the marketing and bringing attention to that world. Because like you guys, how much you enjoy hot sauce now, like it makes me happy that you're finding all these fun things. Like you did the post the other day, the 6 hot sauces that were your favorite. None of those you would have known about a year ago.
100%.
And I'm fucking happy about all those small businesses.
And then there was the other one that I did of the
year and 4 months ago.
Listen,
the Thanksgiving leftover post that shouting out
pudding with Stephen Glamberg.
shouting out Hot Gram,
Absolutely.
right? Because I will tell you that Sarabande sauce, because of the Granny Smith apple, really tastes awesome with turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was
Lauren Graham's like, I've never met a nicer guy.
Oh,
than that.
he's so nice.
Why wouldn't you want to sling sauce next to the guy for a weekend? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also with Phil because of like all of his pairings too. Like, how many times have I hit you up and been like, "Hey, dude, what should I'm making this." Like, how many what would go well with this?
I have to break it to Ron. I think I made his mustard better. Just as hot, So,
boy, you're playing with fire right now.
I made a pineapple chutney with.
As the
mustard.
actor in the official commercial for that, I don't like what you're saying, Philip.
It's a tough contender. It's pineapple mustard, and it's fucking insane.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you dove head first into the hot sauce community.
You're interrupting,
and
Tyler. God damn it!
I literally haven't said anything in the last.
I've been
18
watching.
minutes.
I've been watching
you were on a roll. You were doing so good.
because
And then you ruined it.
I'm just I I have nothing to contribute to the hot sauce thing. I don't cook. I'm not a foodie. I don't eat hot sauce.
But
So
you've witnessed-
I kind of
you've
go
witnessed the
silent to
people,
those
though.
conversations.
You've been around the people.
The
though.
people
Yeah.
are great.
Yeah.
That's part of why I'm
of
doing
course.
it, yeah.
But that's,
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking about your hot sauce in the bin, and I just zoned out and waited for an opportunity to segue into one of the conversations you wanted to bring up because you were talking about how you dive head first into things.
That's where I'm
as
going.
an ADHD person, and you
Yes.
actually stuck with this.
I stuck with this with cast iron. There through the years, I've gone full circle with things and immediately regret them or regret the decision to do so because how ADHD brain works is, oh, dude, I'm gonna go get tennis rackets, tennis balls. We're gonna play tennis. Leaving the parking lot of Dick's, I was like, I'm never playing tennis.
Yeah. Why did you? What made you get into that?
Andre
I
Agassi.
don't know. Yeah, well, that too. But has there been things? Has there been topics or things or hobbies that you guys wanted to get into that you knew you weren't going to do, or like you knew you weren't going
Or
to,
that you wish you didn't?
or that
get
you
into?
dove headfirst into too seriously?
Podcasting.
Because like with the off roading thing, you know that's your thing. You're going to buy the truck. You're going to stick with it. You've been involved so much. You love the community, the people. You see your fit. But leading up to that, it is trial and error, and that costs money and time. So,
Yeah.
what have you gotten into that you did not pursue?
You're gonna be here for a while, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, we could pick one.
Coding.
Oh yeah, I did that for a little.
As soon as you see like how complex or how involved it is, it's a lot more complex or involved than you thought it would be, and you just bail because you're like, well, never mind.
That's with tennis. I thought it was like ping pong. I'm like, I got to fucking run.
Oh, for me, it was pirating videos.
I used to make lamps.
It was a lot easier than it is now.
They made lamps.
Yeah, here, I gotta find a picture.
Pirating lamps?
No, I didn't. No, I
Or
pi-
making lamps?
Pirating
my first
lamps.
panic attack was when I got a letter from Comcast for downloading videos.
Oh, really?
Did you ever get a warning letter, bud?
No, because I haven't. I started again, and it's like you got to get a VPN, and you got to
Yeah.
this, and you got to that, and it's just annoying.
Cherry
Like
Hill.
it's easier to spend the $20 on one title and get the Blu-ray of it because fuck streaming. I'm tired of streaming, so I started.
fuck
so I
streaming.
started torrenting again and downloading
Oh
things
my
online.
god.
Because the
bong.
prices keep going up and they keep injecting ads alongside the price hikes, and it's fucking ridiculous. And then you got to worry about your favorite movie or show getting ripped from the platform or being changed from the platform, and then you got your password and the this and the that. I'm going to get a Blu-ray HD Ultra HD Blu-ray player and start buying Blu-rays before they start killing them off.
Can
too,
I give you a
because
tip? Buy
fuck
'em on
streaming.
eBay.
The physical media will always be yours, plain and simple.
And that is an awesome thing I read with Christopher Nolan. Because now, like, Oppenheimer came out on digital and physical.
I never saw the video. I saw the interview. I haven't clicked on it yet.
He talked about how physical media, how important it is to have
Yeah.
those physical
Yep.
pieces because of things. And, like, let's just say, God forbid, something happened with,
Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. Oh.
what?
No, think about it.
No, but I'm saying,
Everything
like,
becomes just as disposable as the most
Yeah.
current famous viral video when you're talking
Yeah.
about videos that get tossed
And-
on Netflix and then they're gone next
And look
year.
how all right. I mean, I hate to get this kind of political, but I don't.
But I
don't-
will.
But I don't
no,
hate it.
No, but when Israel Palestine happened, look how quickly everybody forgot about Ukraine.
Yes,
Right?
because
Yeah.
it's not pushed to the surface.
Because-
it's not
because
the current
we have-
thing.
we-
more.
We just have this constant, and like people just have these short term, That's why I hate the short form reels and TikToks and all that shit.
Dude,
Because that's the
don't
thing now.
even.
It's not entertainment. It's content.
You used to have 15 minutes of fame. Now you have 7 seconds of fame.
Yep. It's
unreal.
Yeah.
It's completely lifeless. It's
Right.
It's mindless.
there's
It's-
no-
there's
there's
no
no
challenging.
There's no value to it at all.
Right.
It drives me nuts.
That's why I'm happy that vinyl has made such a comeback.
yes, dude.
Because
That's
like, that
my
was-
physical media I love.
That's because it's like when you open that jacket and you hold it, it's like a
Fucking
piece of
hipsters.
art.
Yeah, like look at Target for example.
Coming from the Beanie Boy over here.
Look at Target for example.
It's a very
getting,
neutral color.
They're getting rid of. It is neutral. It works,
All right,
it works
Chaz.
with a lot of things. But look at Target for example.
Trevor?
They're shrinking down.
he looks
here.
like an old Jaden.
old Jaden.
I don't get the reference. I'm just trying to lean into
Old
it.
Jaden.
We're talking about
you
Jaden
are.
Smith, right?
No.
Oh.
I mean
No.
that's pretty funny though.
Hey,
I'm a
Chris
Smith.
Rock, what the 5 fingers say to the face?
That's a good.
Slap.
That's a good Mad Libs noun.
They've been
old Jaden
divorced for
Smith.
3 years. Why did he slap?
I know.
Yeah.
They just want
Wait,
attention.
what?
Yeah, they've been divorced for like 5 years.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Before
I
that
thought they were
slap.
just separated.
Before the slap.
It was all show. It was fucking scripted.
How could she slap?
Oh, dude, that's
Wait.
that's what they should have.
There's a
That's
throwback.
what they should have put in there.
Wait, they were divorced for 5 years? What about all that shit with like
The cheating and
the
Yeah,
red
and
table
sitting
talk?
it down?
tabloids.
No way.
That's what I
Yep.
They
think.
wanted attention.
We've been played?
They wanted attention. We were played.
I
by them.
got hit hook, line, and sinker.
There's a
find my
there's a
lamps.
rumor online that Will Smith's closet gay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the same thing about Obama too, because there's a
And
rumor that
Travolta,
Michelle Obama.
right?
Yeah. Oh well, Travolta has some very interesting.
Travolta.
Yeah, there's some Travolta things like the guy who played Kinnicky in the Grease movie.
Yeah.
Lovers.
He actually, he
No, I just like seeing
he
Taylor
wrote
Swift.
a book because when they were on the Broadway show, apparently he woke up one morning to Travolta. Yeah,
Playing with his pencils.
yeah. He was sucking the popsicle.
I can't see your
sharpening his
face because of the
pencil.
microwave.
Yeah,
or the
he-
whoa.
He was
The
sharpening
microphone
There's a
stand.
picture of who's the Godfather?
Oh, Marlon
De Niro?
Brando.
Tyler.
Yeah, he's sucking a peen.
Really?
Yeah.
What? You have a picture of Marlon
I don't
Brando
wanna
sucking
look
a
that
dick?
up.
Type that in.
I don't want to look that up.
Yeah.
I'll use my
Don't
my
ruin
mind.
Don't
Yeah, wait until
ruin
you're off my
streetcar
Wi-Fi
name
before you
design.
if you don't mind.
Good point.
Oh, when you're Googling Gary Oldman, make sure you use the R. I found that out easily.
Yeah, there was one time in high school I thought I was looking at I was on the porn site and I thought I clicked on plumbers because I thought like plumber comes to the house to fix the pipe,
yeah.
Turned out it was plumpers and it was
Ew.
What is that?
The girl that showed up on my Tinder date.
You know my 600-pound life?
Yeah. It's that?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dude, that doctor, I
And
watched.
he's
I
hilarious.
went down a loophole, a spiral
Dr.
of that
Now.
doctor.
Really?
Dr.
Yeah,
Now.
how mean he is to those people.
Really?
The girl's like, I am very picky about what I eat. It does not look like you're very picky about what
I
you
saw one that was funny where
Is that mean or honest? Because
He's honest, but they're like, what the fuck?
there was one where
It's
he
not
was
mean.
where he
it's
was
just
really
brutal
honest.
honesty.
I
And that's
know.
what
Like-
those people need. Honestly.
sometimes that's what you need. You need to hear that shit.
I know.
There was one where he where the lady was like, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. The only thing I can think of is that she changed from the Italian dressing to the honey mustard dressing in her salad. And did you drink a gallon of honey mustard dressing?
Yeah.
That's exactly how he talks.
Did you drink a gallon of honey
All right,
mustard
Phil.
dressing?
You found your lamp?
Oh,
Hey, there.
What is it?
That's cool.
Whoa.
I like that.
I like that too.
Oh, neato.
Phil has
Phil made
a
lamps.
perfect little like Santa
I love lamp.
Santa Junior workshop in his house, and I have to tell you, I saw that. I was jealous, bro. I liked that.
What?
That little workshop you have in your basement. The little
Oh, that
workbench.
thing? Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, that little cool workshop.
I want
where
a
every little
workbench.
thing is
Little teeny-
meticulously hung
I
up.
need a
and organized.
workbench.
I'm like, God damn it, this guy's so organized. I go in his kitchen. God damn it,
You didn't
this
see
guy's
the.
so organized.
You saw the rest of the place though.
Yeah, look at your office. It was beautiful.
That yeah. Well, I keep that's my like mecca.
Yeah, but everything was
Yeah.
nice. I said it before. I'll say it again. Phil, nice house. Next topic.
That's what I was going to say. If you go and look at Target, though, for example, like they're shrinking down all the physical media that they have, but they're expanding vinyl.
Everybody is.
They're expanding
Yeah.
vinyl.
It's same
It's
thing with
crazy.
same thing with Best Buy. Like if you go
crazy.
to Best Buy to go buy a Blu-ray, it's like you have like 2 spinny racks, but then they have like a whole island of
other records.
Of records. Yeah.
Because
Am
if you
I-
get a good enough player, they still sound great. You get the engagement. You're watching the thing do the thing. Like
I even like
it's-
the old ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The old ones are just.
I
as
think the
good,
one I have
but-
upstairs is from a thrift store. Actually,
But I mean, like, there's like the cheapy ones that look like they're in a suitcase. Like,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are no good. You got to get something that's
The-
at least hooks up to a hi-fi system if you want it
what
to
is it
sound
called?
decent.
Viltronics.
Crosley.
Crossley.
This.
That's the one.
Crosley
Yeah, yeah.
is the
This.
brand. They're very cheapy. and
Victrola.
Victrola.
They just they took that brand
That's right.
too, real cheapy
That's
ones
what-
too, and
The dog listening to the record player.
Yeah.
RCA Victrola.
Thomas
RCA
Edison.
Victrola.
Yeah.
I,
I
loved,
have.
like when I was it Maryland? They have that on a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a couple different
Yeah.
hubs. Camden
Yeah, well, there was
one.
one. There was one around here because I
Camden.
because my grandmother used to work at RCA.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was one
really?
in Camden.
Actually,
Trenton might have had one too. In Trenton.
that's
back
what
in
I'm.
the day,
That's
like
what
in
I'm thinking. like-
Industrial, the
RCA
Industrial
was-
Revolution. Trenton.
RCA was the biggest brand for electronics until 1984 or 5 when
Yeah.
they tried to do their own home video, and they did
You know what they stand for?
vinyl disc.
You know what it
they
stands
did a
for?
vinyl disc.
They did a vinyl video disc.
We're not talking about laser
neither.
disc. are
Not
we?
laser
Okay.
disc.
Red
This was
Cobra,
vinyl video
Panther,
disc, and the problem is that it came out after VHS. You couldn't record on these things. They were
Yeah.
they were in these big discs. They slid them in, and then it came out and it ejected the cartridge. It was a 12-inch disc.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
the quality wasn't as good. You couldn't record on them. So of course that's why VHS took off. But they poured so much of their money and resources into this thing for 10 years and it bombed. That's why RCA just fell off ever since then.
Round the horn. What does everyone think they stand for? If you
RCA?
know, if you know, opt out.
I opt out.
Okay.
Red Cobra Anthem. I don't know.
Yeah, what is it like? Radio channel alumni.
I have no idea.
I was gonna say Radio Connectivity Agency.
It's Radio
Wow.
Corporation of America.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of
He's
sense.
just opted out. What the fuck?
No,
was that?
no, that was the
everybody
thing.
gave.
Oh,
their
he
answer.
opted out because he knew.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I gave the answer. Yeah.
Damn it! I thought I had it with Red
No,
Cobra
but
Anthem.
transitioning into that, like real quick about Edison, right? With the whole thing, like Edison, like because he also invented like the movie projector and things like
Yep.
that, and the
He
camera.
tried to buy
right?
that thing from Kang.
Well,
I saw it on Loki.
So he
Nerd joke.
I guess for whatever reason he tried to put some kind of like fee involved. So everybody that was going to make movies and stuff, they didn't want to pay the Edison toll.
Yeah, the
This was like
copyrights or
streaming.
whatever. Yeah.
So then they moved. So that's why they all moved out to Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah. Well, now they're all coming back. Netflix just bought studio space
In
at
New Jersey, that's
Fort
right.
Monmouth.
Yes.
There's another one in like northeastern Jersey. There's there's
A
going
lot
to
of
be
tax incentives.
there's going to
too.
be movie studios opening up.
That's awesome.
All up in North Jersey. And
I love
All right,
it.
let's do our
New
best.
Hollywood.
The toll troll.
Yeah.
to
Did you
get
guys ever
into
think
the
about
boys'
being an
hall.
extra?
Oh yeah,
No.
I've
You would be one.
tried
nope.
I've tried
Yes,
to do it.
you would.
Why?
You would be good at it. You would be you're very good at like.
The Starbucks coffee
Getting-
shop in the background.
No, you're good at
Working on his
understanding the
screenplay
task.
on his
Oh
laptop.
yeah, no, I would be good at being extra, but
Yeah.
like I said, my conflict with time. No, I'm not fucking waiting around for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing when you have to wait on set all day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Just to be in the background ordering a bagel.
I talked to somebody who was like an actress, and they were
Peter
telling me
could do
about
it.
what it was to do and like being an extra.
Peter
Yeah?
could do like a stunt extra, like a guy to drive the trucks, like a professional.
That would actually be kind of
I'd give
fun,
it my
dude.
best shot.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the coolest things that I ever heard of with extras was one of the Fast and Furious movies. I guess it was the second one.
91 or 44. One of them.
No. I think
Too
it was
Fast, Too
Too
Furious.
Fast, Too Furious when they had that giant scramble. I think they were in Miami or something. And the budget wasn't there for that many cars. They needed like 100 cars. So
Oh, I know what you're
the
talking about.
tuner scene was huge down there. So they just put out a call locally. We need
Who
people
didn't,
with
who didn't
with-
want to be in the movie, right?
Yeah, everyone wanted to be in that
Dude,
movie.
that
If
was
you
a
had
car and
flashy-
movie equivalent of, dude, they'll just repost us.
If you had a flashy little Japanese car, everyone showed up. And so that was just all random people from the area that showed
Big
up with their
pork
cars. They
roll
lined
exhaust.
them up in a warehouse and just let them go.
Yeah.
And it's amazing there wasn't more carnage, but
Pork roll
They
exhaust.
they
Big
did
muffler.
that for A Christmas Story too, because that was filmed in what 80 something. So
Yeah.
they called up the car company, the local car clubs, and said, if you got any cars in the 40s, come on in.
They
That's
do,
cool.
They do that.
yeah, my
for
car
a,
gets to be in a movie. How cool!
a
That's
lot of
awesome.
a lot of movies where, yeah, because like some of those
Scene setting things.
those the rental houses, like if they're doing period pieces and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
like
Period
they
pieces.
they reach out to like the local car clubs and
That's
whatnot.
Like for the
cool.
movie Tron, they recorded people saying like chanting in the hall
Yeah.
when they debuted it, and they put it in the movie.
I always like the
Yeah,
backstory
so,
of shit like
like-
that. I love hearing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's one of my
That's-
favorite things,
that's
is like
so-
getting all
yeah,
those
whatever.
fun
Disc
facts.
Wars, that's
Like-
what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I know I flubbed before and said Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. I watched the Pink Floyd documentary and they recorded Dark Side of the Moon on a 4-track tape player.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Because
Yeah.
once you get those 4 tracks good, then you put them on one
They
track.
labeled
and
it.
just
Yes.
keep
And
Yeah.
they just kept
And then
layering
you-
it.
What's that called?
music.
Not layering, but
Not
something
layering. No, it's mixed down.
mixed down. Yeah, it's
Bouncing.
bouncing.
Yeah.
Bouncing. Yes.
See, that was all right. Going back to the topic,
Bing bong.
for a long time, I wanted to be an audio engineer, and
Ah,
I
I
dove
remember
first
that.
into it for a long time.
Didn't you go to college for audio engineering?
No, I was going to, and then I didn't.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
one of the reasons I started
Long
getting on a
story
rant
short.
about
I was going to, but
Torrenting.
torrenting and stuff, because PJ mentioned a while ago in a group chat that we have, and he was saying it's just like, yo, when we do our podcast next, I want to talk about streaming services.
oh yeah, you want me to talk about fucking?
He said you had some sort of rant built up.
Oh
here.
my god.
Because I said the same thing. I'm so tired of streaming services.
I'm
am-
okay with my streaming.
That's becoming
No.
the new cord
Phil
cutting,
put
is
his
canceling your
microphone
streaming
in.
services.
I love.
I'm
Listen. I
Let
love
him go.
the idea of streaming services. I love the idea of having on demand, being able to watch whatever I want without any fucking commercials.
Right.
That was the appeal to me. Right. And then it's like, I encountered this issue.
Right.
So when Disney Plus came out, they announced, they said, oh, guess what? For $18.99, you're going to get Hulu,
Yep.
no commercials, Disney.
And Paramount, I think, was
And-
tied with it.
No, and
No,
then
and
you have ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
Watch it.
So for $18.99, you get all that. Now, because of how they set up their billing and all that shit, it was weird. Like, you would get billed for everything, and then you would get like a little credit. You'd get a refund.
You can't just do it the straight way. It's like when
Yeah,
you get
you
a
can't
deal at
just,
the
like-
phone store. It was
Right.
always like, oh, well, we'll give you credit for your phone
Right.
every month, and it ends up being free. Da-da-da. Yeah.
Yes.
Because of accounting.
So, yeah, it was so stupid how they did it.
Okay.
Right? Well, I realized recently that, I haven't been getting my credit. So Hulu's charging me their new rate for no commercial ads.
is
$17.99, I think.
$17.99, and then I'm also getting charged.
I just canceled that.
I'm getting charged for
Netflix
what do you
is
call
going
it?
24.
What's that fucking place called? Disney Plus
Yeah.
at their full no commercial rate, and then although
Disney Plus, no commercials, is $20 a month, I think.
and there's and I don't think I get charged for ESPN Plus.
Okay.
But regardless,
Still.
it's over the $18.99, and I logged in. I said, okay, I got no correspondence saying that they're going to switch me over to the new charge or anything else like that.
So you checked, yeah.
So I was like, yo, fuckers, like, what's going on here?
yeah.
Somebody owes me some money.
So what their customer service said was that they will refund me
Yeah.
for 1 month for each service, cancel my account, and then resubscribe me under their new premium plan, which is $24.99 a month. And I said,
Removing your grandfathered in.
how about no? You just honor the fucking agreement that we have.
yes. Yes.
So I just got real pissed off. So I've been going through the accounting and like going through my charges and adding that all up, and then I'm gonna reach out to the management at Hulu and Disney and see what happens. And if I have to get a lawyer, I'll get a lawyer.
No,
For
you
all
go
the
to your
charges
you
that
go
that
to your
you've had,
bank.
yeah.
I've had to go to my bank and get shit back charged from like a year ago.
Oh yeah.
I did
Just
an
call
article.
Fraud. Just call fraud on your
Here's a
credit
story.
card.
100%.
I did an article for a magazine.
There you go.
And I said they asked if I was a subscriber to the magazine. I said no, I'm not. I said but I would like to. If I said I'm not asking you guys to pay me for the article. If you want to give me, a subscription to your magazine, that would be a great trade. I would be fine with that. It was when I was first starting to put shit out there and somebody bit and I said that's fine. I'm not worried about making money. I just want to get shit out there.
Yeah.
Gave me a subscription to the magazine's coming. I'm enjoying the magazine. I'm loving it. And it's one of those magazines where it is quite a bit for the year. If you
Yeah.
divide it up by the month, it's fine, whatever. But you take that big whack initially on your credit
Yeah.
card, or debit card. And I looked, I'm like, those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They charged me. So I messaged them. I was like, hey, I did the article with you last year. I thought it's part of the agreement. And they're like, yeah, well, we gave you a year. I'm like, you either pay me back what you just did or I exploit you guys as heavy as
I
we
didn't
did.
know that. Yeah.
Like, that was
Yeah.
not the agreement. You didn't say, well, we'll give you 1 year and then we'll charge you the full price for. I did a couple consulting sessions with their writers
Yeah.
for the article they were doing,
Yeah.
which I didn't get paid for. Didn't want pay. I said just link the Instagram on the digital copy. I'll have the hard copy at the house in the magazine, which is cool, but on the digital copy online, I want my Instagram tagged and just a subscription to your magazine, something cool to read, And after a year went by, I was like, this is not. I was like, then take the article down. They're like, well, don't you want the press from it? I'm like, it happened a year ago. Nobody's gonna read it. Fuck it. And they gave me my money back, and I still get the magazine. So
Nice.
I fucking won both
Every
sides.
every Black Friday, I just resubscribe to whatever streaming services have a Black Friday deal for the year.
Yeah.
Good
Like,
job,
Peacock.
dude.
$20.
fucking
$20
Good
for
boy.
the
Someone
year.
listened.
$20 for the year for their ad version. $20 once, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
That's
for the whole
smart.
year. That's good. Hulu for $1 a month for the first year is also a good one. You keep resubscribing to. And SiriusXM $5 a month for the first year. Just
It's like
keep
changing your
resubscribing.
email for more HelloFresh.
Yeah. Fuck it. Other than that, though, like
Unlimited, $60
Yeah.
a year.
there you go.
But I mean, it's like with the streaming services now, though, it's getting ridiculous with the prices because it's
Yes.
like it's almost as much as fucking
Cable
a
was.
cable bill.
No, I mean, yeah. Seriously,
You know?
if you have 3 streaming services, you're looking at north of $60, and that's about how much.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean, well, say the average person probably has like 4 or so at their disposal,
Yeah.
really, right? So you're really looking at that, and then all that's missing is the cost of the cable boxes that you had around your house,
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're right back at cable,
Yeah.
dude. But
How
I just
many-
suffer from the decision paralysis thing. I have way too much to pick from. I have everything that is under the NBC Universal umbrella at my disposal right
That's
now.
by
Every single
design.
episode, but I have to sit there and like I just want the TV on. Now I got to sit there, pick a season, pick a show, pick a season, pick an episode. I don't want to do that. Give me a shuffle button at least. It won't even give you that.
That's
And,
the one.
and that's what we were
That's
talking
the
about
one
when we
thing
were
with
recording.
Well, Netflix still has this. Netflix has that.
Has a shuffle button?
They have like I think they still have it.
Roll the
Yeah.
dice.
Surprise me.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what I want to watch, and then apparently the algorithm that it says like like when it suggests, oh, this is for you, they'll just throw something on.
I'm glad you said algorithm too, because that's my other thing that I liked
them.
more about cable than I
Yeah,
liked
they work
about
great.
than I liked about streaming is that streaming's going to keep suggesting things to you that it thinks you like, and before you know it, unless you physically change something, you're in your own little bubble of things that you like. And you're never gonna stumble across something that you like that you wouldn't have come across.
I think
otherwise.
that's just a personal thing, because for me, I'm always like, you know what I'm really big on right now? Old fucking Japanese movies.
Dude, yes.
Like, and the reason why I do it is because the way I learn things, like, okay, so I found out, like, I look at movies, I'm like, okay, cool, who's the cinematographer? Who's the director of photography? Oh, it's Roger Deakins. Okay, well, what is Roger Deakins like? What were the movies that inspired him,
Yeah,
right?
you go that
It's
way.
kind of like with bands. Like, you listen to the music, what was the band's influences?
Who influenced
Always
Jimi
comes back to,
Hendrix,
like, Muddy,
blues and
Muddy
Muddy
Waters,
Waters,
and,
yeah.
and right? And so then I was like, everybody, even like Tarantino, everybody talks about Akira Kurosawa, who made Seven Samurai, which was the inspiration for Star Wars. So I watched him. That movie was so fucking good, and it's subtitled. It's black and white. I'm like, this is dope. It looks great. So then I started watching his other movies, and I'm like, these are so good. And I have noticed, actually, that there are these actors that I don't know what the fuck they're actually saying. I'm trusting the closed captioning, but I'm like, just their faces and how they do things and how they perform, even though I can't understand what they're saying, is they're amazing. And they transcend time now, because here
timeless,
we are,
you're right.
2024, and
Some of those old Japanese
and
films.
they're still amazing. And I wouldn't have had access to that if it wasn't for HBO
streaming.
Max.
Right. Well, my thing
You know?
my thing about the algorithm is that
Only
like a lot of people don't go.
$19.99.
People don't
Actually,
go
I get it
through
for
those
free through
links,
AT&T.
though. A lot of people don't go to those links that you would go to though, like what
Yeah.
you're describing.
Well,
That's the
that's-
thing. And
No-
like the stumbling across things that is what I like. Like, what is this that's on? What is that?
Yeah.
Like discovering things and the communal aspect of live TV,
Yeah.
where it's like I know I'm not the only one watching this at this exact moment right now. To me, streaming is very isolating, and I'm not very big on that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
I'm the only one watching this episode of Rocco right now.
Yeah,
I
but
know
at
I
the
am,
same
you know?
time, like, I don't give a shit if anybody else is watching it. You
Well,
know
that's
what I mean?
me. That's me. And that's you.
Yeah,
that's why
like-
that's why I'm like iffy about streaming. But in addition to the price gouging and all that other shit
Yeah,
that they're doing, now,
it's like
just a
movies.
pain in
Like
the
I'll
ass.
go. Like I haven't been to the movies in a long fucking time, but
Yeah.
I go to the movies, and for a while it was getting soured because usually I like going to the movies and seeing it with a bunch of people because sometimes it was fun. You'd get that
Right,
interaction.
right.
People would cheer at certain parts of the movies. You get to hear people gasping.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also that period of time where people go into the movies and they're just fucking talking on their phones, all this other shit.
Yes.
It's like, why did you buy a ticket and show up if you're going to sit there on your phone the whole time?
They're
And
the
it's
same
not
people that buy streaming stuff and just leave it.
Yeah.
That's what they're counting
Oh,
on.
yeah. Yeah.
Pete, when your content blows up, are you going to put a paywall
It's a
behind
great
it?
opportunity for a segue for Rocket Money. Listen
What do
to all
you-
your subscriptions and no.
Where do you get the stuff that you enjoy to
Appease the
watch?
algorithm.
Is there a streaming service for like gearhead people, or
I'm like 99% addicted to YouTube at
Okay.
this point.
You
Like
can
I'll
see
just come
it's-
home. There's just like a few different channels that I watch that put out content very consistently, 2-3
Okay.
videos a week, or one real big video every week.
Do
So
you find YouTube serving only those three to you? Because they have a pretty good
YouTube
algorithm.
does narrow it down a lot.
YouTube's
but,
fucking
like,
good? They're sharp, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not always good. Is what I was saying.
Well,
you have
that's
to
the-
take effort to go and find something else on your own, rather
Oh,
than
yeah.
just like
Fed the same
stumbling
shit,
across
yeah.
something. And
No,
then
you're
that's-
right about that, because lately I'm like, man, I'm just watching the same stuff again and again and again, and I'm like,
Is this
I
becoming
need-
so popular?
I
all
need
of
to
a sudden?
switch and just watch something else. And I mean, I can't stand watching commercials anymore. You know, my parents were just here and stayed for a week, and my
said the same
dad loves the channel surf, and you know, so How do you get the cable to work? I don't know. I haven't watched it since last time you were here. But, he's watching, and I'm like, I can't stand these commercials. They're just driving me crazy. It's the stupidest
Our
stuff.
dad was the worst with that. As soon as there was a commercial, he was surfing.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
The amount of times that I just turned on my phone and just, stole the TV away from him and put on a YouTube. Here, you guys will enjoy this. Watch this.
Dude, streaming YouTube on your TV is fucking badass when you have people over. Be like,
Yeah.
I'll put on something exactly for you.
Well, that's what's all that is fun. Like with the technology
Very
we
fun.
have now, is like because then everybody can take turns. Like, oh, I got a video.
Yeah,
You
I like
know?
doing that.
I think
That's
I wish
been fun.
I wish on like the app there was like a queue
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, oh, Kyle could add a queue, or add
Yeah,
a video.
add a
Tyler could add a
video.
video. Peter
Yeah.
adds a video.
I bet there's some way to take care of that. I'm sure there's something out there for that.
we
but
just
yeah,
got to
that's true.
create the next
don't-
streaming or the next
I
video.
don't-
I
Yeah.
don't mind. I don't mind channel surfing. I still enjoy.
Call it
doing
Q
that.
for you or something like that.
I like knowing what. I like seeing what's going on out
Yeah.
there.
I bought on Etsy a long time ago. It was a hard drive. It was like so many terabytes. It was two of them taped together, and it had like
technical.
10,000.
That sounds like an
videos on it.
illegal high capacity
Yeah.
hard drive. I don't know if you can have those in New Jersey anymore.
I mean, somebody I know.
That sounds like it's too many terabytes. That's not allowed.
That's
Are you only allowed to use 1 terabyte at a time, or
I don't know.
can
Terabag.
you just plug it in and
Terabyte.
spray them out of there?
I just shoot them all over. No, I'm
clearly. Do you have any idea how many terabytes are in this house right now?
I don't know.
I'm gonna guess.
This
like,
podcast would be canceled if everyone knew how many terabytes were present. In this.
Wait, are you guys fucking with me? What's happening?
you have
No.
a NAS set up
play
or
with the
something?
cat.
Or
I do.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get. I
Phil's
need to
over
get
there
on
stimming,
that.
and
I
I'm
have-
like, what
I
is
need to get
that?
on that.
I think total because also everybody that I work with.
I didn't see the cat. Wait a minute. We're
I've
having
been playing with the cat for
Are
the
you
past
sh-
like 5 minutes of just doing.
I know. He's just been in the background playing with the kitty this whole time.
Phil, what do you think about this? Psst, 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 psst.
Gets Phil's attention back.
Yo, the cat's like, these motherfuckers spitting, bro.
She's like, I'd listen to this podcast.
Yeah, podcat.
Oh, it's a good name.
It's a cat. It's a little. It's a little.
His name looks like it should be Jacob. What's his
No,
name?
it's Whisper.
Whisper.
Yeah, she doesn't know it though.
She doesn't know it because we call her all kinds of other
But
names.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 the other night, and
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start calling her Rocket.
All right, so
That's
go
cool.
back to you
Like
saying
that.
that terabytes are illegal. What are you doing?
No, he's just making a high capacity magazine joke.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
less than
Making-
7 terabytes.
It was a
yeah.
lot of Second Amendment jokes just
Okay.
mixed
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
computer stuff. So-
No, but like legitimately, like because I get like a hard drive for essentially everybody that I work with.
Mhm.
So there are so many, like because you can get
storage.
You can get
Back
two,
to what
not
I was
ex-
saying.
it's not
Two-
as- it's
two
not
and 4
expensive
terabyte
as it
hard
used to
drives.
be.
It was
Yeah,
like
the Cutco.
every movie you could think of from like the 20s all the way up to
Yeah.
like 2022 when I bought it or whenever my friend bought it. And I
buying
thought
it
to
for a
myself, this is all I need. I don't need to stream a movie service. I don't need I'm very anti buying 15 versions of the same thing to just satiate each little part. So the movies, as soon as I was like, oh, cool, I'll see if this movie's on there. The first time I went to search for a movie, it was not on either terabyte. So I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Screen. So it's like they make it such a necessary evil. They look at I guarantee they have a person on each staff to go through each streaming service and find holes.
Yes.
Be like,
Download
they
a
don't
car.
have this, we're gonna add it. They don't have this, we're gonna add it, and they just fucking outplay each other.
Yeah. Well, it's what it's also I find fascinating too, right? Like because what I'll do is from time to time, like I'll go like through the Apple store and I will buy movies, right? The digital copies of the movies, right?
I was
Because-
impressed with how many movies you actually owned. Like not the
Yeah.
hard copy of, but like I just buy
Yeah,
them.
because it's like because they have the $4.99 like when it comes out on $4.99.
Yeah, when you buy it, yeah.
So for like $20, I'll get 5 movies, right, or 4 movies, and
plus tax.
I noticed that a lot of the ones that go $4.99 are always on some streaming service or another.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Really?
but that's fine because
But then you got to go find it.
then they rotate. Actually, with Apple TV Plus, when you go to search a movie, you can hit play and it'll take you to that app.
Ooh.
Yeah, Apple's kind of doing some cool
Yeah,
shit.
they got it all in the
Yeah.
ecosystem. It's
their
very well integrated.
ecosystem is pretty awesome.
Google, though, they were just in the news. I think it was Google anyway, where there was some store that you used to be able to buy your movies and TV shows from in your Google account, and you're not going to have access to it anymore after a certain date, even though you
Whoa.
bought it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's like
So-
houses,
and
property
That
tax.
just sounds criminal. to
Because
me.
when you look
It
at
does.
the fine print,
There'll be a lawsuit.
when you look at the fine print and you're paying the $5 for the
Yeah.
digital only copy, you don't really own it. That's
Sure.
That's the thing. They can still take it away.
Yeah.
Again, physical
property
media-
taxes.
Yeah.
It's like BMW with the heated seats.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
all
bullshit.
of them.
Oh no!
Oh, my
building a
God.
car with all the options and then putting options behind a paywall.
That tells you
I would
that it
never
was-
buy one of those cars.
That tells you it was literally easier for them to leave it in there than it is to make one without heated seats.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. So
Yeah.
just give everyone heated seats, asshole.
Yeah.
And if you work on cars, because I've worked on a lot of cars, you start tearing something apart. Like you tear a door panel off a vehicle that's got manual windows, and it's pre-wired for electric.
It's sitting
All
right
they got to
there.
do is put the switch in and the motor, and it's there. You know,
And they wouldn't, and
Yeah.
it doesn't come with
Yep.
it.
Welcome to capitalism.
I love America.
It works out great for me that PJ's got such a huge library of movies because
Oh, I'm sure it works
if
out
I need
great.
to break up the monotony of whatever I'm watching because I've just been watching the same YouTube channels for months on end.
Today we're
Let me
taking
go-
apart a
let me go-
transfer case. And
Let me go check out PJ's library because he's probably got movies that I saw the trailer and thought, oh, that's really cool. I'm going to go see that. And then I never went to see it. And,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
He's
I'm
like,
gonna-
get out of my room.
I got 3
Movies you
hours to sit
forgot
down
to go
and-
look
Then-
at
then you
and go
find
watch
him
all the
Yeah.
time.
Crying to
all the
Empire
time.
of the Sun.
Yeah.
Good Christian Bale movie, by the way.
Which one?
I like
Empire of the
Christian
Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
These guys are
Yeah.
good guys to ask about what movie I feel I should watch.
That was
right
Spielberg.
now, you know.
Bale. Ooh.
Yeah, that was Spielberg. That was one of his.
How hard would it be for you guys to give a top 5 movie list?
Very hard.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to maybe go by genre. Like there's like, and it
So-
changes.
I just wrote a
Is
letter.
it rewatchable? What's the criteria?
Yeah, exactly.
Re-
All right, so
is
I'll read-
rewatchability of one of them,
Because
or
that's like National Treasure one and the Ocean series. for
Yeah.
me.
Well, so like for me,
National
like
Treasure's pretty
off the top of my hat, like I gotta say, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because it's one of those movies I grew up with and I watch it all the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Interstellar is a new one.
Ooh.
1917 is another new one that like I think takes.
You
top-
you rewatched? Damn. Okay.
Oh, I rewatch
Yeah.
Interstellar. I watch 2 to 3 times a year. I literally
Really?
just watched it like a week ago.
I wrote a letter to Preston and Steve.
Hi, Preston.
I said,
pants.
Dear,
my name's Kyle.
Dear Preston and Steve, and the rest of the Gadzooks Guild. I have a request for Steve that might be steep, but I think he can do it. So almost every time you guys mention a movie, Steve talks about how great it is or how not great it is. It's either his favorite movie or a movie that sucked. He has a lot of favorite movies, and he really knows his stuff about directors and stuff. This request would be like the AFI Top 100, but all Steve, as we can call it the SML, the Steve Morrison list. Steve, I ask you, what are your top 100 movies? I know it'll be hard for you to do, but I really think it would mean a lot to the people who religiously listen to this show. Myself and the people of Philadelphia. Thank you. He wrote back. Nick wrote back right away. I love this idea, but I doubt Steve will do 100. I think it's a great idea still. Steve goes, I've often flirted with this idea, Kyle. 25 maybe. I couldn't do 100. If there's time during the holiday break, I'll see about putting one together, maybe even in the form of a video. Of course, you can expect me to change that list almost immediately.
Yeah.
Because I love so many freaking movies.
That's
Thanks for supporting us in the show and checking in. So, for him to say I couldn't even do 100, maybe
Yeah.
I can even try for 25, I don't know if I could. It depends. It's all about mood.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
My top 5
you in the mood
changes.
for?
My top 5 changes all the time. You know, because like I said, I just started watching these Akira Kurosawa movies, and I'm like, well, 7 Samurai's up there now.
I got a question for you specifically.
Yeah.
We were talking about dating before. Say a girl comes home with you and says, I give you complete carte blanche to show me a movie that you think I could learn about you by watching. Like a movie that means so much to you that you want to share with me, whether she's seen it or not.
Step Brothers.
40-year-old virgin.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, ooh, this is hard.
Wizard of Oz.
No, because I could go like if I'm going the romantic route,
Okay.
yeah.
say anything.
Not for her, for you.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
John,
But he's just saying
John
that.
Cusack, because
movie.
John Cusack, like that, his character in that movie is kind of how I learned how to date a girl.
Yeah. Okay. I
Follow
like
that up
answer.
with, if you really want to understand my nerddom, my geekdom, 1986 Transformers the movie.
Okay.
It's one of the most traumatizing things from my childhood, but yet one of my most favorite things from.
When Optimus
Wicked
Prime
soundtrack.
dies, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Okay. Sorry. 1986.
Well, if you haven't watched it yet,
No, but then oh god, yeah, and then it's like, oh, I can't really. It's hard.
that's a good
it's
good
really
one
hard.
to think about though.
Like if you want to show her you, or you want to say, "Oh my God, I'm going to blow your doors off here." Like,
Yeah.
what do you think would be?
That's so difficult.
It's really different. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because
I-
not to mention, depending on the girl may not have a fucking attention span. So
Yeah.
I can't show her Good, the Bad, and the Ugly because that's
Yeah.
a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Interstellar probably confused the shit out of her.
Right.
You know.
I like a movie. I think that the coolest movie ever, not coolest movie ever. I'm gonna take that back. I think a silent movie is a cool movie to watch, like early on in the relationship,
For who?
'cause to learn about your partner.
For
What do you
blind
mean?
people.
I can't do it.
This is your opportunity
I
to
can't
talk
do it.
shit. You've had
I
so
can't
many.
do. I can't do it. No,
Sorry.
You can't
We've
watch
had
silent
so
movies.
many.
I can't.
no, I can't either.
The artist,
Really?
I couldn't do it.
It's like a reverse
Yeah.
book. I had my friend Chris Harley explain it to me the best way. A silent movie
This
is
is
a
the
reverse
first time you
book.
talk shit.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking
This
about?
is what you pick? The fucking hill you go?
Are you actually talking about like any like silent movie like
Silent
Charlie
movies.
Chaplin, or are you
Charlie
talking
Chaplin, Modern Times is
Like
one of my
actual
favorite.
cinematic.
About, okay, well no, because what I'm talking about is because also Mel Brooks did a movie called Silent Movie,
Yes, that's different.
and that was a hilarious movie.
Oh.
But it was silent.
I'm gonna pick a fight
in a
with Mel
book-
Brooks now. He sucks.
In a book, you have words, and you have to make the pictures.
Dude, you
When
gotta watch that movie. It's so good.
Yeah?
It is.
When you watch a
I've seen
silent
most of this
film,
stuff. Not
you
gonna
have
listen
the
to it.
pictures. You need to create the words. So it's kind of cool to watch it
I
with.
can do that.
It's
So
kind
you're
of
not gonna
cool to
listen to
watch
it
it
'cause
with
it's
friends
silent.
and see what they think. It's
Yeah.
it's all about perception. It's almost like that choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yeah.
When I was younger, we used to go to the mall for dates, and we did that. Like we would look at people and be like,
People watching
Yeah,
it,
like,
and-
well,
oh,
they
yeah,
would
watching
read
it.
stories.
Narrate.
You would fill in. Yeah, you would
See,
fill in
that's
what
one of
they're
my
saying.
favorite things about
I
going to
love
the
doing
airport.
that.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
could- now-
Like, where's
I
this
could see
motherfucker
that,
going
yeah.
right now?
But Modern Times is a good Charlie Chaplin movie. If anybody ever wants to watch
That's
it.
your date movie.
No, it's not my date movie, but
I'm not trying to be
I
confrontational.
would.
I'm just curious.
Well, you are, but it's
Well, you
No.
are, but you know.
it's a good movie to put on with somebody that you want to figure out.
High school era date movie was Donnie Darko.
Fuck
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Donnie Darko
I
was the
can't.
date.
I still have reoccurring nightmares of a rabbit
movie's
making a fucking
Girls
up.
used to go wild during that movie.
Really?
It was great. Yeah,
I watched that
wet
movie about
rabbit.
70 times with my ex-girlfriend, and I was like, I still don't understand why you like it's cool, it's interesting, but I don't know why you're so in
70
love with
times.
this movie.
Pete was like, "All right, yay,
we get
I mean,
it. Time
she
travel.
was-
Patrick
Watch it.
Swayze's a creep.
She was bipolar, schizophrenic, so I mean,
Oh God, Bipolar Express.
yeah, I spent too much time with that one.
But yeah, so speaking of movies and celebrities and actors and everything like that, we lost a lot of good ones in 2023. I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
The Matthew Perry one was a big shock to a lot of people. That was like because people love
Unpopular
Friends,
opinion,
but
I'm
like
not a Friends fan.
I'm not a big Friends fan
I
either.
never liked Friends.
But I mean, it was.
Can
I
you
guess
tell
'cause he
us
was
why?
younger.
Me?
Yeah.
I just didn't find it funny.
Okay.
There was nothing
Phil?
appealing to me.
In the words of Michael Scott, you're so white.
Okay. very.
For the same reason I haven't grasped The Office is that there was way too much hype around it, and I watched
Okay.
it, and my
Which-
expectations were through the roof.
Forget the first part, but yeah, I
That's a
agree with
little.
that.
That's a little. That's like me. Like
Minus
honestly,
the whole
'cause
second part of your.
Because
point.
people blow up about it, and then I'm like, well, let me check it out. This is not that. And
Did
then-
you watch it, Peter?
Friends?
Yeah.
They had canned laughter. Sorry.
I wasn't like actively watching it, but I have seen it.
Yeah,
so
I'll
I've
watch
seen.
it
I've
if
probably
it's-
seen
if
a
it's
lot of
around.
episodes.
Yeah.
Was there canned laughter?
Entertaining, but
It was both.
Yeah.
It's always
not
both.
not riveting. You know?
No,
not
no.
something I was into.
No.
The only one the only like canned laughter I could deal with was like That 70s Show. I think
I liked
That's
that
like-
70s show though.
I always enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Oh, and we watched.
I'm becoming Red Foreman a little bit
Yeah.
more every day.
Yeah, I
Foot,
love it.
feet-
Well,
foot
we-
up your yeah.
we watched that '90s show when it came out.
Yeah.
I mean, he had already binged the entire thing before
I killed it in like a night.
Yeah,
You liked it?
Then I came
Just because of Red Foreman.
Yeah.
I came home and we watched the whole thing again. Like went through the whole thing in one
I
night.
still haven't watched it. I just got Hulu
It's
again
so
for Black
good.
Friday. I'll
They
have to
did
watch it.
Such a great job.
Yeah.
Good.
Great job.
Oh, good. Tony Bennett was one we lost this year too. I forgot about Tony Bennett already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
He was good. He did all that stuff towards the end with Lady Gaga. That was kind of cool. She did
Yeah.
a complete pivot from pop to swing music.
Well, that's what I think
it was decent stuff.
That's what I think was awesome about Lady Gaga is that like how broad. Like okay, she did the pop stuff to get
Yeah.
the fame, get the money,
She's
and
smart.
now she does whatever she wants.
Yeah,
and
she's
you
whatever
never
she
see
wants.
that a lot.
Yes.
Oh my God! Remember that she would do all the content.
Watch out for
This
all
is
mouths.
for the children in Cambodia that are having their fingers cut off.
My meat too.
Oh yeah, the steak dress.
Yeah, you almost went Mongolian with that. Like throat singing. Yeah.
Paul Rubens was another one. Then we lost
That was a shock to me.
yeah.
That was. I
Paul
thought of you
Rubens.
when that happened because you were
Yeah.
older than
Pee-wee
me. You were
Herman.
right in the sweet spot for Pee Wee.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's a
I
weird
remember-
sentence, but
I
okay.
used to watch Pee Wee all the time.
Yeah, he was
Apparently,
good.
Yeah.
previously he fought
was-
cancer for years privately.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's like,
Like
when we.
even Conan didn't know.
Like
He was
Norm
one of his closest
Macdonald.
friends.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like that's the same thing with Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Norm
Not many,
Macdonald.
no,
yeah.
not many people knew Norm
No
Macdonald.
one told
had
Conan
cancer.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like, how, you didn't know anything.
His best friend's passing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's so
Oh, how
sad.
about Steve Harwell?
Who's that?
Smash Mouth.
Oh,
Smash
yeah.
Mouth lead singer died.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
he
huge
was.
news.
Did DMX die this year or last year?
That was a couple of years.
What was
ago,
it?
Right?
That was a
Oh.
while ago.
That was
Yeah.
Let
Oh,
Smash
DMX,
Mouth.
yeah.
Time is a
Steve
circle.
Harwell passed, and it was immediately overshadowed by someone else who was more famous.
You're
than
right.
Oh, who was that?
It
Pee
might
Wee
have-
Herman, I think.
It might have been Pee Wee
Probably.
Herman. It was right around the same
That
time.
always happens. Farrah Fawcett with Michael Jackson. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like
And
the same
last
day.
year it was Bob Saget and Betty White.
Yep.
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 I remember that one. That was all like within a week of
Yeah.
each other,
Too
too.
old.
Around
Bob
the end of
Saget,
the year.
Bob Saget was sad.
That was a horrible
Yeah.
one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Did he like throw up and hit his head or something? Or
Yeah, he like.
Something like that.
yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett.
not sad?
I don't care about
That's
that.
okay. He was a singer. He had songs that
Mu-
people
the
liked.
music.
Margaritaville.
Oh, The Price is Wrong.
You like the
bitch.
birthday song? And you like the Margaritaville?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
Cheeseburger now.
He did die.
Yeah.
He did die.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I re-listened to an episode we just did, and I asked if he was alive still.
You did?
Yeah,
He was probably
Oh,
alive.
and he
then,
was alive
Phil.
at the time.
He was probably alive at the time.
Yeah.
People
at the
then
time.
die, and then the answer
Do
would
they
be
have-
no after that.
Oh, no.
He was nine. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was. He died at age 99 in August.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't Kissinger just die?
Henry Kissinger did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
What
did.
it might be
Kissinger
might
died.
be on the list. I don't know.
One of-
He was Nixon's bitch, right?
Oh, he
Yeah.
was. He's one of the.
Our grandfather delivered an organ of his to his surgery.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Sinead O'Connor. We mentioned her
I hope-
already.
I
Let's
hope
see
I'm
who
right.
else. Iron Sheik.
Dude.
Oh, the
yeah.
Iron Sheik.
So what was it? That was WWE.
Ric Flair died?
WWF. Let's get it
WWF.
right.
I mean, I'm
He's
sorry.
Oh, he's still alive.
Ric Flair's been dead for years.
No, Rick.
Well, I saw him on
He's been brain dead,
Kill
but
Tony, and then I thought he,
He
died
he
after
walked
that.
off of Kill Tony. Did you see that?
yeah.
Any show where you're making fun
Yeah.
of people, I don't want to be involved.
Yeah, but he does
Gets up and
he,
leaves.
he does a podcast with Tony Hinchcliffe
Yeah.
about wrestling.
It's weird.
Like it's hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot more
Jerry
dead people.
Springer.
Oh yeah.
I forgot Jerry Springer
Yeah.
died.
That was
Dude.
the one thing about like having the senior cafeteria.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer was on
Really?
during lunch all the time.
Really?
And it's
Oh, yeah,
still
and we
it's
used to
still
watch it.
on all the time.
I forgot senior cafeteria.
And
that
Maury
was awesome.
didn't die, but he dropped his show last year. I think he's not doing his show.
Yeah,
anymore.
he announced that he
He was
gonna
retiring.
Stop.
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Oh,
so
he's just-
daytime
doesn't-
TV is lost now.
But doesn't he have? I mean, they still have Drew Carey.
yeah.
but-
I mean, like these kinds of these like junk food shows that would come on at like 2:00.
Have you watched those doctor's office shows, like Kelly Clarkson show?
Oh, you know what they
They're
need?
just
to,
bad. Dude.
the fucking View needs to go.
I was at the eye doctor. I'm like,
Oh.
what the
How's
fuck
that
is
still
it?
there?
Anything from like 11, no, that's Price is Right. Anything from 12 to 3 should be off the air because it's just driving
It's all
anyone
it's all nothing.
in middle America just off the fucking wall.
Yeah.
It should just be
100%.
Fireplace.
Yeah.
Black Hawk Down and Saving Private Ryan's Tom Sizemore
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, he was
in
a,
March.
Yeah.
He was a coke fiend.
Oh, talk about Iron
Oh, he
Sheik.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. He was like a big time because I remember when he went to rehab.
I'm
that
not
was a big
surprised.
deal.
Yeah.
Like I honestly thought because when I found out that Tom Sizemore died, I was like, wait, didn't he die years ago?
Yeah,
And
right?
It was, and
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
like,
wow.
no,
It was that
he had
bad, like-
no, he had an experience apparently where like they thought he had died, but
Oh.
but he went to rehab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's a really
voice
traumatic
like this.
So this Gary Rossington, the guitarist for Leonard Skinner,
Yep.
he died this year too. This past year.
Didn't
Dude,
Foo
Iron
Fighters
Taylor
drummer die?
Hawkins.
That was
Yeah.
last
Taylor-
year.
oh, that was the
was
year
last year.
before.
Did
Ken
you have
Block.
a-
Ken Block was one.
I was
Yeah.
going to bring that up. I was
Were
going to
you?
ask if you had that on the list.
It was
because
on the list. Yeah,
that one
I was going to get to it. Yeah.
I'm like still not over that, and
Yeah.
that was
he
another
was a
one.
rally driver, right?
He was a rally driver. He was a content creator.
Yeah.
He was VP of DC Shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Way back when he
Wow.
wound up, I think he sold his share to Quicksilver, and then he created the Hoonigan brand.
Oh, really?
That was
that was,
that
from-
was
that was all from him.
that
Oh,
was
okay.
all him, and that
That's
was
why I got a bunch of free Hoonigan cars in Forza Horizon.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
that one. I'm still not over that because that was kind
Came
of a
out
big
of
deal
nowhere.
to
Didn't he
me.
die snowmobiling?
Yes,
Is that
that's
what it was?
That's what
It was very early on. It was like January 3rd. And that
Jesus.
was another one immediately everyone forgot because
The
Jeremy
insurrect-
Renner got
oh.
ran over by the
Yeah,
snowcat.
ran over, yeah.
And that just took the headlines.
Jeremy
and I was
Renner,
like,
that's right.
Jeremy, he'll be back eventually. Like, let's focus on Ken.
He
Like,
almost
says-
didn't come back though. That was
Yeah.
that was a little.
No,
that was a little. But
By the power of Hawkeye.
He did get
So yeah, it says
fucked
Ken
up.
Block died in a snowmobile accident near his Park City, Utah home January 2nd.
Yeah,
He
it was very early on.
He's 55. Then the only other ones that I saw that I think were worth mentioning was David Crosby of Crosby, Stills, Nash, Lisa Marie Presley, and that's it.
oh, that's right. Lisa Marie Presley died.
She's
That's
died
right.
Yep.
I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
So 2023. I mean, it comes and goes so fast, but it's like you forget about all that stuff, especially something like Ken Block because that was so early in the year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like when Kobe Bryant died and then COVID happened.
The most memorable I ever got like upset when somebody I didn't know that was famous died was Robin Williams, hands down.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
man,
that-
that was horrible.
Robin
Yeah.
Williams shook me. Johnny Cash shook me.
Dude, I cried
Stan
when
Lee.
Robin Williams died.
Stan Lee
I cried in the beginning of Marvel's.
when they did the
Yeah,
yeah,
shit. I was like, and Ashley looks over to you, are you fucking crying? I'm like, yeah, I don't know why.
well, honestly, it was like when I saw Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
I don't
And when
know
they did-
why.
when
Oh,
they
yeah,
did
the
with-
Chadwick?
the Chadwick thing.
Yeah.
fucking made me cry.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the movie made me cry for a completely different reason.
I don't think I've ever cried for famous. I don't think I ever cried for a famous person death. The one that I was actually
Yeah.
upset about last year was Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac because I'm a big Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah?
fan. Yeah.
Well,
so that
you
one was,
cried
that one sucked.
Anna Nicole Smith. That was
Yeah, I
pretty-
did. I
yeah.
know.
That was pretty bad.
Remember that? It was
I didn't know you
fucking
then,
wild.
but yeah, I
yeah,
know you
probably
cried.
did.
Yeah.
I don't even know where was I guess I was in high school then. Yeah, it was 2008, 7, 6, somewhere around.
She
there.
had to be pissed when she got to heaven or wherever she went to be
Yo,
like, God
Yo,
damn,
Heath-
I stuck
Heath
with that
Ledger
old
fucked me up.
motherfucker. And he died. I got his money for like a year, and then I died. God damn it.
Yeah,
It
it's like-
backfired.
Well, like that.
I was going to say Dave Mira was like one of the biggest shockers
Did he
to me.
kill himself?
Yeah.
Sorry,
that was
it's-
suicide.
Oh really?
Yeah.
CTE.
Oh man. Yeah, it was. This is a very media heavy episode of the podcast, but I liked it. This is a
Actually,
good conversation to have,
have you-
especially
it's a
getting
good
into
one.
the winter when you're
For
stuck
sure.
inside.
Have you heard
watch some
about
movies.
this the latest legal battle between Hall and Oates?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I did
Dude.
hear about
What is
that.
it,
One of
John-
them wants to sell their shares or something.
Yeah, John Oates has put some kind of legal restraining order on Daryl Hall because something to block him from
From selling his
from
shares or something.
selling.
Can do.
Yeah.
Well, they both have equal shares of the intellectual property. So if one
Yeah.
sells it, that person now has to coerce with
Yeah.
the remaining
owner.
Hall or Oat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Hall and Oats. Like we have
We're
trucks.
moving. We're hauling them.
We're hauling oats. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I used to watch. I
Your
used
farm
to,
boy showing.
That's it.
Your
Yeah.
farm boy showing.
I used to
Yeah.
watch Daryl Hall's house where he'd have that big barn and he'd have like
What channel was that? What streaming service was that?
I
on?
can't remember what it was on. I'd watch him on
Streaming service.
YouTube, but they were on something, and he'd have
Hulu.
he'd have like Goo Goo Dolls over, and like they would play like Goo Goo
Hulu.
Dolls songs, or they'd have like other bands, and
Yeah.
he'd play their songs with them.
That's cool.
Some of them he would get he'd take too much liberty with them, but
That's like John Fogerty recently got his catalog back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. That's
I-
right.
he keeps his social media is kind of weird because he looks way weird for how old he actually is. But he's like, I got all my songs back. Like, and I'm like, what happened to him?
Yeah.
I guess people that were part of the band didn't care about them as much as he did, so he wanted like full ownership. It's like weird, like
Did you
like
see
Michael
what they're
Jackson.
doing now with the,
Yeah.
the Taylor,
Owning the Beatles.
The Taylor got her shit back. Now the record companies are like closing those back doors, so
Yeah.
they're not letting them.
Well, she can afford to buy them all out now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, but like it's not right that like they see that she's able to support her own self. And
Yeah.
and then they're like,
And they're
no,
like,
no,
oh, no, we
we're
need to
cancel
change that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
because like going to the Michael Jackson thing, like it was like the rights for the Beatles like came out, and it was like, okay, cool. Like Paul McCartney was like, great, I'm gonna buy the rights to the Beatles, right?
I can own my own
And
shit.
he got fucking outbid by Michael Jackson, who was one of his closest friends apparently at the time, and he didn't get it back until he died.
That is
Yeah.
a fun deep dive if you're looking for
I
a story to
remember,
read
yeah.
about that. Paul McCartney got outbid on his own music. by
Yeah.
Michael
Beatles.
Jackson.
There was like a little mini Beatles boom in like 2009 or 10 or whatever.
because they came out with one.
They came out with that Beatles one. That's when they started.
their number
when they
one
got
hits.
when they got all the things back from Michael Jackson. They released a Rock Band Beatles edition or whatever
Yeah,
too, and all that
yep.
too. Like, and it was all the whole digital library was now available to buy on
Yeah.
iTunes. I remember it was a
That-
big deal.
Farrah Fawcett was outshined by Michael Jackson. We were just talking about
Yeah.
that. I thought about when Michael Jackson
So was Billy
died.
Mays.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
Farrah
Billy Mays.
Fawcett was like a starlet in her time, and they had
Yeah.
her. I remember the newspaper. I wanted to buy one. Anytime some big world event happens, I buy the newspaper like I'm gonna hang on to it for 50 decades. And fucking Farrah Fawcett, she was like in the sports section.
Like they bumped her back to sports.
She died from a
They put her in
no-sitter.
the classified ads.
A no-shitter.
Celebrities died that year. They made a South Park episode about
Yeah.
it. Ed McMahon too.
Billy Mays.
Talking about like record companies and shit like that, like those big multi conglomerates.
Yeah.
I think they're so out of date now.
Oh yeah,
They
they
I don't
are.
know. They don't know how to. They're like dinosaurs.
They
at
were-
this
Dude, they're
point.
ran by
for physical-
boomers. They have
Because-
no idea.
Well, not just that though. It's like you
No,
have
it's-
these bands. Like you have, like for example, like Blink-182 just released their newest record, 100% on their own,
Right.
right? And I'm like, why aren't other musical artists that have that following? Why don't they just start doing things on their own? Taylor has all the fucking money in the world now. She could literally go to any studio, produce any, because she knows she'll sell
Wasn't
out
she doing
tours
the
everywhere she goes.
Taylor's version. Is that
Well,
what all
and
that's
that's-
about?
yeah, so now
'cause
she's
just
doing-
doing her
That's
own
her
version of the same
remastered
albums again,
stuff.
so
Yeah.
that she can get all the revenue from them instead of the other ones. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's the thing is like,
I know,
so like,
I know too much about this piece of my life.
but it's
It's
just-
obsolete.
It's one of those. This is one of those industries where it's like, yeah, it's obsolete
At this
because
point.
now
Yeah.
look how many kids are making fucking like hit records or hit singles on the laptop.
Island
and-
boy.
Is Billie Eilish on her own with
I
with
think
her
so,
brother?
with Phineas. Yeah, I
her
think so.
brother does his
Oh,
own.
But that's the thing. The role of the record company was to get you promoted, get you
I
on
like the
TV,
Billie
get you on
Eilish.
radio, to get
I like-
the
I
media
like
out
the
there, to
Billie
get the physical copies of your stuff printed
Yeah.
and pressed and all that. And now, like,
Yeah, now
you can
it's-
just drop something on Spotify and you can have an Instagram and a Twitter and a TikTok,
and
you're,
they used
you're
to,
fine.
They used to take a slice of
you're-
the record sales, right?
if you're-
well,
if
now
you're
with
big enough.
streaming, you don't get record sales anymore.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? With
Right?
Spotify not
so
paying
now
artists a lot.
The record companies are now taking slices of merchandise and tours. It's like,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, then don't even get started on the concert stuff with the
Oh.
fees. Yeah.
Ticketmaster,
Fuck that.
that dynamic pricing, dude. I want to
Oh,
go see.
yeah.
I want to go see Blink-182. Can't see them now because all their ticket prices, because everybody started buying tickets like off day one. The ticket prices aren't face
What's dynamic
value.
pricing? You said. What is that?
Okay, so
It
say
augments.
yeah. So ticket pricing is $40 a ticket. Well, if the demand is high, they up the price of the ticket to discourage scalpers, right? So for a while,
Sure, that's
And they
why,
act
yeah.
like that's their
so
benefit.
for
your
a
benefit.
while, Bruce
Protecting
Springsteen tickets
Yeah.
were $1,500 for mediocre seats.
No,
Yeah, it's and
not worth it.
yeah,
So they act like they're helping the consumer by inflating the price of the
right.
tickets.
But then they
I'm
price
never
out,
going to another.
pricing
The
out
fuck do you think happened to eggs?
like working people. Well, that's why everybody started buying chickens.
No one's shorting on it. No, no.
Peter, what are your top 5 Taylor Swift songs? Go.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to say, if you want proof that the record companies are basically obsolete, look at what Oliver Anthony did last year.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 in the top 10 in
Yep.
what, like a
And
week, just because of like a
also-
YouTube video?
Oh my.
That was
God.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, he did Rogan like right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Don't
then
need it.
and what's awesome also is the fact that he does all his show bookings. Like we could honestly,
He apologized when the company outcharged people. He's
Yes.
he's like no,
Yeah.
no, don't pay that. Please
right?
don't pay that.
Yeah, and it's like
Oh, wow.
let's say we
Yeah.
did a fucking hot sauce thing, right? We could be like, hey Oliver, do you want to come? You know, there's a huge like country scene around here. Like, do you want to come perform? He'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. He just wants to do his thing.
He wants to play his music.
Yeah. Yep.
That's-
He had the opportunity to sell out so fast,
Oh yeah.
and he didn't do it.
No
Yeah.
ownership.
A lot of guys like that. It's kind of inspiring people, and it's what it's doing is it's transforming the industry, kind of how streaming did. It's going to transform the industry from a conglomerate backing somebody to somebody being like, "Fuck, let's see if I can just manage this guy," and then
Right.
it's
Yeah.
one agent kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
gonna transform
It's-
music.
it's like- it's
social
like-
media did everything that for that.
Yeah.
It's like supporting small business. Just download your friend's lo-fi album.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of
Dude,
those.
you're not far off.
That's,
I mean,
yeah.
it's pretty much that at that
Well,
point.
it's like the content creator rant that I
It-
did like a
it's
few
just the
episodes
same
ago,
thing.
where I said that you're a small, trying to get your friends to do anything is difficult. Like,
Yeah.
hey, come out to my $5 show. No, I got something else to do.
dude, putting on that video to just let it watch, like to just let that watch time calculate and just calculate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah,
fuckers.
guys.
Yeah.
Do that to our video. Watch it. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Both Sides Podcast.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Subscribe to OnlyFans.